1 year on YouTube. Let's talk about it. But first, all right, before the video, I'm going to go ahead and thank two of my subscribers. First is going to be Greg from Rocky Mountain Resale. He bought my first coffee. If you would like to buy me a coffee, there is a link down below. It supports me and the channel, and I do appreciate it. I'm also going to thank Sergio. He has been a longtime subscriber to my channel. He actually made this thing behind me, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to link all his information down below. Facebook and Instagram. He does scroll working, woodworking, does amazing job. And I want to show you this because I really love it. All right, so here we go. He actually made this and sent it to me, and my dog breed is a Malamore, and obviously my dog's name is Biko. This is a leash holder, or really whatever you want to. I'm so glad he sent this to me because I was actually putting these leashes on the ground, and it was kind of annoying, and he sent this to me, and it was perfect. The attention to detail is definitely here. Just a beautiful woodworking skills that he has, and definitely everything is good. I like that he included these little plugs here so you don't see the screws, so I absolutely love this and much appreciated. Me, Kayla, and Biko do thank you. So let's go ahead now and talk about YouTube. Alright guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Julian, also known as the Bearded Third Machine, here on YouTube, and I buy stuff and flip it online and make YouTube videos about it. If you are here for reselling content, today is not the day for that. This is going to be all about YouTube and my 1 year anniversary and what I've really learned in this past year being on YouTube. So if you want to watch reselling stuff, go back and watch some of my other videos, or I am dropping a new video tomorrow on reselling. I do that every other day. So let's go ahead and get started. The reason why I'm making this video is I know a lot of people that follow me and are my subscribers have their own YouTube channels and they make content and everything, and I really like to watch other people's experience so I can learn from it on YouTube and what they thought. So let's go ahead and get started. This won't be a very long video. I just want to tell you my experience on YouTube and how it's really been going. So the first thing let's talk about is why I started the YouTube channel to begin with. Really, when I was getting into this, reselling and YouTube community, I was watching a whole bunch of other YouTubers, and they had real good connections, and everybody was in this really tight-knit community, and their connections also was kind of profitable because they would, learn from other people, and they would have connections on what to buy and everything. And I really want to be a part of that, and that's really why I started, was really for the education part of it, which I have learned so much from other people on YouTube and Instagram, and basically meeting a close-knit circle of people that really do help out when you need it. And I know people now that are really good with glass, really good with antiques, or really good with stuff that I'm really not good with, and then I reach out to them and they tell me exactly what to look for or what to actually look up if I really don't even know what I'm talking about. So I do appreciate that. The reselling community is super nice, and everybody's willing to help. If you are on Instagram and you're not following me, go follow me at the Bearded Third Machine. If you need anything, always shoot me a question, and I do try to get to my questions about every other day. So let's talk about the camera gear that I use. I have got a lot of questions on this on Instagram about what camera gear and what I use and how I edit. So let's go over that real fast. One, I just use one camera that is a GoPro 8 Hero Black. I did buy that brand new for this purpose. I do like it. I will tell you some drawbacks from it is that it doesn't really self-focus. So I'm trying to show you guys something small like this, and I put it in front of the camera. It's not going to focus this whatsoever. You might be able to read a little bit, but you definitely won't be able to read anything over there, and that's just how that camera works. It is really good for outdoor use, walking. That has like a stability thing in it where it kind of like transitions very nicely. It's not shaky like a camera, like a regular camera or anything. So I do like that. It's really good in well lit situations, but it's really not good in not well lit situations. So your lighting has to be right on with these GoPros because there's not a lot of give in it, but I do like it. It's a good overall camera. I edit everything on my laptop. I don't use my phone hardly at all. If you want to start YouTube, you can start on your phone, edit on your phone and everything, and upload from your phone. I use like SD cards. I take the SD card out of the GoPro, put it in this, and then put it in my computer, and I edit. The film stuff that I use to edit, or the editing software, is going to be Filmora X. I actually just bought this about a week ago. I can now upload in 4K. It does cost me, I think, $40 a year, so very reasonably priced for what you get for that. I used to use HitFilm Express. I did like that, but it crashed all the time and had problems actually uploading in 4K, so I do like the new one better, and that is going to be, again, Filmora X. All right, let's talk about if you're looking to start a YouTube channel, my best advice for that is go ahead and just start it. I mean, I was very apprehensive about carrying the GoPro around, especially in public, like into Goodwills and everything like that. And you would think that I'd be used to it because I used to wear a camera in my other career for 10, actually not 10 years, probably 5 years of it. I wore a body camera. So I've filmed everything anyway, but this was a little bit different. I just don't know, super apprehensive, and I still am, but I'm getting more used to it even after a year about going into a Goodwill or another thrift store or into garage sales with this camera strapped to me, recording and everything. So that is something that I'm working on, but I do enjoy the footage that I get when I do that. So it's really not that bad, just getting over that fear about talking into a camera or wearing the camera and then editing and watching yourself. Is one of those things that is a real thing. I mean, it is kind of odd to do that, but once you get used to it and actually start, it's really not that bad. So my advice for anybody else that has not actually started a YouTube that wants to, just go ahead and do it. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need all this stuff. You just need a cell phone that's decent and just the willingness to start. So go ahead and start it. Let's go ahead and get into what really almost made me quit basically in about the first 6 months. So obviously on YouTube, you have subscribers, you have likes, you have comments, you have all this stuff, the social media thing, the same thing as Instagram, TikTok, or anything else that you're trying to get into. So basically in the first 6 months, I had very little leeway in my YouTube, and I was spending a ton of time on it. You're talking, I was doing about a video every day or every other day. I wasn't very good in talking to the camera, so a lot of things that I would do would have to be edited out, or I would have to redo the entire thing. I wasn't really good at working the camera, so the audio would be messed up. I would not be in the frame of it. It was just so much. I was taking a ton of time doing it. And really, I was posting stuff, and I was only getting maybe 10 views, 50 views. And when you've worked 4 hours on something, and you post it, and you think it's wonderful, but you only get 3 views, it is very hard to swallow for some reason. I don't know why, but to me, I was like, man, this is just not working. But through the encouragement of my girlfriend, she was like, just keep putting out that content, and it did work out. Also, some good information from other YouTubers like Kat the Nurse Flipper. She has about 10,000 subscribers, going on 11,000 subscribers. I'm her co-host on her show every Tuesday, and she was just like, hey, keep putting out content, keep doing this, keep doing that, and it did work out. I'm about ready to reach 3,000 subscribers, so I'm really excited about that, and I do thank everybody that has subscribed to me. So my best advice on that is when you start this is don't have really super high expectations, like, oh, I'm gonna have 1,000 subscribers in 2 days or something like that. Just kind of do it because you want to, and then if subscribers come and all those views come in, then that's really kind of just extra. That's gonna put me into this other thing. Do not compare yourself to any other YouTuber, any other person, anybody that you're watching, because you're not them. You are you. Do you put your content out there, and people will like it. People will appreciate you for who you are. Always be yourself on camera. I know it's hard to be because you're trying to put on slightly a little bit of a show, to be more charismatic or more something, more this. Just be you. If you're not very energetic, don't be energetic. Don't be somebody else. Don't try to be somebody else. Get ideas from their YouTube channel. Don't get me wrong. I watch a lot of YouTubers, and I grab their ideas on editing. I grab their ideas on how they position their cameras and stuff like that, what I like to watch. And then I kind of mimic that, but you have to be yourself on this camera, because if not, it really just doesn't work out, because you can't keep that up for a huge amount of time. You can't keep up that energy if you're not that energetic, or you can't keep up that whatever it is that you're trying to portray throughout years of doing YouTube, because to me, this is a long tail game. This isn't a short tail. Do it for a year or two. This is like maybe 5 or 6 years or 10 years or however I want to do it. I still love making videos, so I'm still going to do that as long as I like it. So right there, my best advice is when you do get started and you're not seeing the growth that you want, just keep pushing out content and never compare yourself to anybody else. Let's talk about the money, because obviously people know that you can make money on YouTube being monetized. It took me 8 months to get monetized. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, I think, in a in a year period, maybe 12-month period or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. All I know is it took me 8 months to get that. And it seemed like in the beginning it was impossible. I'm not gonna lie. That 1,000 subscribers actually came faster than the 4,000 watch hours. I do small videos. I do 8 to 15 minute videos. So that is a ton of watching of those videos to actually get 4,000 watch hours. So that was very difficult for me, but just keep on trucking on. I will tell you this, and I'll be very honest, the amount of money I make on YouTube, I make still only about $3 to $5 a day. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot of money, but it's not that bad. I mean, to be honest with you, I make about $150 a month. That's like the light bill, or that's like going out to dinner a couple times, all made by, you know, making these videos that I was gonna make anyway and connecting with the community. So I do like it. Just don't ever get so engrossed in trying to make a whole bunch of money on YouTube, because a lot of times it doesn't come as fast as you think. Again, that goes back to comparing. Some people have been on YouTube only a couple months and have 10, 20, 30,000 subscribers, and they're making tons of money. And then there's other people that have been on for years that don't make hardly anything. So just be yourself, don't compare, and I promise you, keep pushing out content and it will most likely work out if your content's pretty good. So right there, that's gonna be my experience on YouTube for this year. Is basically my hardest thing on this first year was wanting to grow too fast and not being patient, then comparing myself to other people that were shooting way past me and then getting down on myself. That's one of those things that you really can't do to yourself if you're trying to do this, is because it does get very disheartening. But if you are going to try to start a YouTube, just go ahead and start it. It is a lot of fun. You do meet a whole bunch of cool people on YouTube. You get to do collaborations with people. You get to meet people. It's not just getting monetized and getting money that way, but the connections that you make will also be good in the reselling business. That's how I pay my bills. I don't pay my bills by YouTube or anything. I pay them by reselling stuff on eBay. So that's been great for my business. Not so much viewer sales or anything like that. It's just the people that tell me, hey, you might want to check this out. Or when I do a what's sold or a haul video, hey, next time look at this. And then I'm educating myself through y'all's comments, and I much appreciate everybody that watches. Also, a big thank you to my 2,800 subscribers. And I do appreciate everybody that watches, and you know I will always catch you in the next one.